Hey, my handsome boys and my beautiful girls, welcome back again to your favorite channel, which is the one and only Joby Astrology channel. So, today in this video, we will discuss some yogas for cheating spouse, or I can say extramarital affairs yoga. See, so let's get started. Guys, I would like to tell you before you move forward, you can directly take consultation from us. We have created a website now. It's so simple. You can go there, link in description and the comment section below. You can just click there and just click of a button, you can just simply purchase directly consultation from us as the instruction are given on the website, and then we will just help you out in the consultation. Okay guys, so for that, links are in comment section and description. You can purchase consultation also. I see, I'm not a big fan of all these topics, but as you guys forcing me, in fact, I think like people want to watch like more these topics in comparison to the others that I'm creating. So now forcefully, I think I have to create it. You guys are commenting, like I think like majority of the people in the past commented about this one, and like one video I already create, like the late marriage yogas, and now this, extramarital yogas are like, lots of people would like to know. So I thought like, okay, let's just create a video, but I am adding a disclaimer over here. Please do not take this video as a negative or like a depressing thing. It's nothing like a depressing. Sometimes we something which happened for bad, down the line we came to know that okay, it happens, but it teaches me a lot of thing, and it happened for my good. Okay, for like a I can say for my betterment. So that's why I am telling you that even if these things are there, for sure, of course, we have to see other things as well, like the conjunction aspect, etc. Nakshatra change things. For that, full horoscope consultation is required. You can take that by clicking on the link in the description and purchasing. But even if these combination are there, then definitely just relax, watch this video in a lighter manner. Please don't think in any negative way. I do not want to spread any negativity, but because you guys are asking again and again, so I think I have to create this video. So now let's just discuss the combination. So guys, you can see this combination in your chart or like anyone's chart to see if this person has tendency to little bit like a cheat, or I can say maybe extramarital affair kind of a thing. So the first combination is that when in your D1 chart, when in your D1 Lagna chart, your seventh lord is debilitated, then it gives tendency for like extramarital affair, or I can say cheating spouse kind of a thing. Okay. Then guys, the next combination is that when seventh lord is placed in enemy house, then sometime it can also give you tendency for these kind of things. Then the next combination guys is that when seventh lord is placed in the sixth house, seventh lord is placed in the sixth house and it is aspected by Rahu, then it can again give you tendency for extramarital affair. Okay. Then the next combination is that when the seventh lord is combust and at the same time it is also aspected by a malefic, then it can again give you tendency for extramarital affairs. Okay guys, next combination is that when second lord is placed in the 8th house and malefics at the same time are placed in the second house, then it show that yes, this person can again have the tendency for extramarital affairs. I'm repeating this again. When second lord is placed in the 8th house and second house at the same time have some malefic planet, then again it make you little bit tendency towards extramarital affairs. Then guys, next combination is when ascendant is placed in the 8th house. Your D1 first lord, which is ascendant, is placed in the 8th house, then at the same time there may be some malefics in the 7th, then it can again give you tendency for extramarital affairs. Okay, so let's say your first lord is sitting into the 8th house of your D1 chart, at the same time 7th house has malefic planet, then it can give you a tendency for extramarital affair for sure. Next combination guys is that when 7th lord is whether combust or debilitated or somehow weak by some malefics etc., then it can again give you tendency towards extramarital affair kind of a thing. And sometimes guys, it is also seen that when Venus is stressed or Venus is like weak, then it can again give person tendency for extramarital affairs kind of a thing. Okay guys, next combination is that when the lord of second house and the lord of 12th house are placed in the third house and they are aspected by the ninth lord, then it again give you tendency for extramarital affairs. Like the seventh, like the uh, second lord and the 12th lord when placed in the third house, and they are aspected by the ninth lord, then it can again give you tendency for extramarital affair. Okay, next combination guys is that next combination is when 7th lord and 11th lord are making any combination, any kind of relation, I can say, in the kendra or trikona. Then it show that yes, there might be chances of extramarital affairs. This combination guys is that when the 7th house, the 7th bhava is damaged, like somehow aspect or conjunction or anything by this 7th house when totally trashed, and at the same time uh, two planets are placed in the 11th house, then it can again give person tendency towards extramarital affairs. See, everything I'm saying has some sense, because if you understand these combination, then 11th house is the house of fulfillment of desires, and 11, if 7th house is damaged, definitely person married life will be damaged in some sure, and 11th house is the desired fulfillment, then person may think like, okay, we will move towards other person, and then definitely if its desire will be fulfilled. So that's why it, these combinations are made, so everything has some sense. So please listen them, they are really you can say very trusted. But for sure, please do not see this video as a negative thing. Obviously, if there is some good aspect, conjunction, nakshatra, etc., position, etc., is good, then for sure there can be other thing as well, like there can be good results as well. For that, full horoscope consultation is required. To next combination is when Venus is placed in the dual sign and its dispositor is very strong, then it can again give a person tendency for extramarital affairs. Okay guys, the next combination is when malefics are placed, when malefics are placed 4th, 8th and 12th places away from the Venus. So wherever your Venus is in your D1 chart, make that as your ascendant. So let's say Venus is placed in the second house, so you make second house as your ascendant. Now count 4 places away from the Venus, okay, and the 8 places away from the Venus and 12 places away from the Venus. If malefics are placed in those places, then it show that yes, person have the tendency for extramarital affairs. Okay, the next combination guys is Mercury or Saturn as 7th lord. Mercury or Saturn become your 7th lord. So let's say Mercury is your 7th lord or Saturn is your 7th lord, and they are placed in some bad signs, enemy signs, okay, or with the malefic planet, then it can again give person a tendency for medical for extramarital affairs, definitely. Okay guys, there is a specific combination now: 6th, 7th and 8th house, 6th house, 7th house and 8th house, when they are occupied by Mars, Rahu, Saturn respectively. Listen carefully: 6th house, 7th house, 8th house, when they are aspected by Mars, Rahu, Saturn respectively, then it again show that yes, there are chances of extramarital affair for this particular conjunction. Okay, although this is a very rare, I can say, combination. For this, not conjunction actually, this is for this combination, I can say. Next जो combination is guys, next yoga is second lord in the 6th house and a malefic in the 7th house. So let's say your second lord is placed in the 6th house and there is some malefics in the 7th house, then it can again show that this person have the tendency for extramarital affair. The next combination you can see guys is that when there are many planets placed in the 7th house without aspect or conjunction of lord of 2nd house. Okay, so let's say there are many planet in the 7th house, okay, and there is no conjunction of second lord on the 7th house, then it again show that yes, person has the chances of extramarital affair. Next combination is guys malefics aspect on the second lord and the 7th lord, can again show the chances of I can say extramarital affair. At the same time, if the malefic aspect on the 2nd house and 7th house, then again show that yes, like whether the person will show or not, whether the person will tell or not, but if he or she will get an opportunity for maybe, one night stand kind of a thing, and these combination are present, and more these combination are present, and these guys will definitely enjoy that, I'm telling you. So these are things, okay. Or I can say they will not miss that opportunity. So these combination can tell you that. Now next combination, guys, is that when there is a strong moon placed in the ninth house, then again, yes, this is a very unique combination. It again show that yes, person can have their uh, tendency towards extramarital affair. And if you read the stories, behind these planets, uh, especially the moon, Jupiter, and lots of stories, then you moon, Jupiter, Mercury, then you can understand that why these things are working, okay. Obviously explaining that is really a long thing. Maybe in the future I will explain the stories of the planet, then you can understand things really better. Because the best way to understand astrology in a good manner is you can read the stories of the planet, then you can just really, planet, nakshatra, then it becomes so simple, I can tell you. Next, you know combination is, guys, when the Venus moon are strong and they are placed together in one sign. Yeah, then it again show, because Venus and moon, these guys enjoy a lot, in one sign. Definitely it show extramarital affair. Next combination, guys, is that when seventh house is aspected by a strong Venus, not only a Venus but a strong Venus, when aspect the seventh house, it shows that definitely this person have the chances of extramarital affair. Next combination, guys, is that now, guys, in some case it is also seen that when Saturn is placed in the second house and Rahu is placed in the seventh house, then definitely these guys will have tendency for extramarital affair again. Next combination is that in some cases, not in every cases, in some cases when 7th and 11th lord make combination, some conjunction, some combination, anyhow, some connection, I can say connection is the right word actually, then 7th and 11th connection can again give tendency for extramarital affairs. Next conjunction or combination is that when lord of 2nd, 7th and 10th are placed in the 4th house, then again it can give you tendency for extramarital affair. That is 2nd, 7th and 10th lord in the 4th house, okay. Next combination you can also see, guys, is that uh, when Venus is really trashed, Venus is bad, or in the 11th, okay, or we can say like Venus is bad in the 11th house, then again it can show. Although in 11th house it is said that all planet will give a good result in the 11th house, even any planet can give a good result in the 11th house. Even then I'm telling you, Venus in the 11th or Venus is trash, then give you again for extramarital affair good tendency. See, I'm telling you one amazing thing. If Venus is little bit bad, then it may give problem in, normal married life. But for other pleasure or other things related to Venus, it can give you good results. But if Venus is really really amazing, it in its own best exaltation form, right, in the best case scenario, then Venus will give you different kind of experiences. It can give you devotion, it can give you, because if you read about more about the Venus, it's like a different thing. So I will discuss that more in some other videos, although it's not a good idea right now to discuss. Otherwise, video will move on another direction. Now let's discuss our next yoga. Weak Mars, weak Venus, weak Saturn in the second, fourth, seventh, eighth, and 12th house can again give you tendency for extramarital affair. I am telling you again, when Mars, Venus, and Saturn are weak, and let's say they are placed in the second house, fourth house, seventh house, eighth house, 12th house, second, fourth, seventh, eighth, 12th, it can give you, these planet can give you tendency for extramarital affair, or anyone, not only you, sorry. Next is that 8th lord in the first house or 7th house or 6th house can again give a person tendency for extramarital affair, and especially when the 8th house involvement is there, so definitely you can understand that person can have different kind of thing in their mind, right. So 8th lord in the first house, 7th house, 6th house can again give person tendency for this thing. Now seventh lord in the ninth, okay, seventh lord when placed in the ninth house, conjunct or aspected by malefics, can again give uh, the tendency for extramarital affairs. Seventh lord in the ninth, conjunct or aspect by the malefics. At the same time, let's say if first lord is also in the 12th, seventh lord in the ninth, conjunct or aspected by the malefic. At the same time, if first lord is in the 12th, then again you can see that very strong combination for extramarital affair kind of a thing, or I can say person having multiple affair in his or her life. uh, Strong Rahu in the 10th, right? Strong Rahu in the 10th or the 11th house can again give person tendency for extramarital affairs. uh, Now Venus when receives some malefic aspect, like some malefics are strongly influencing Venus, then it can again give person tendency for, or I can say you tendency for extramarital affair. So guys, these are some combination that I try to discuss, like some combination that you can see that if they are present, then again these are the chances of like the extramarital affair. So like the person having more affairs. So you know, even if in some people chart there is chances of more and more affairs, and once they go through lots of affair, or I can say lots of relationship with different person, and then they finally find out some person and then they get married and settle down. So we all have different cases for sure. Full horoscope consultation is required to see the big picture. So guys, these are the combination for, like you can say, more than one relationship or extramarital affair. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like button, of course the big red subscribe button. I will catch you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.